Alright peeps, welcome back to We Trees. You join us here in the industrial estate for a very particular reason, because this episode is all about getting rid of this big plot of industry here and making ourselves an Industree. And where we're going to be making said Industree is right here. We're going to have it in line with this laddie, and I want it coming out at this line here where this little flag is. So let's make it easy for ourselves and draw a little bit of a pathway connecting up. Now for the base of this Industree here, because it's underwater, we're going to have to actually, build a bit of a tree up. And just in case our beavers fancy going for a swim at some point, I'm going to make the bottom floor fully accessible to the lake bed. And I've just had myself a wee idea. How about when we have big long droughts and the river level drops, we unlock contemplation spots down here. That would be mad. Only accessible when the water's down and you got something to contemplate about. But definitely worry peeps, we're not just going to be plonking them on the side all normal like. We're going to be plonking them on the edge of little branch bridges. So now our Industree is right at the level where it's not going to get flooded. We can dive into our Industree tab and have a proper deeks at what we've got to unlock here. First of all, what's the wood workshop look like? Whoa, whoa! Yes, that is getting plonked on here somewhere. That's going to look mad. Absolutely mad. But before any of that, we need to be thinking about batteries and whatnot. So we've got a regular old battery. Second battery. Oh, corner battery! I am keen to whip out the corner batteries like. What's our third and final battery? Another corner battery? Oh, it sticks out further. Ooh. Now that is what I am talking about right there. And I do believe we've got windmill for the top, if we so choose. And I'm not entirely sure how I can place this on, but we're definitely going to have to get a little section for the windmill to power everything on here. But before we go crazy spending thousands of science points, let's actually get the beavers out here building this. And sort out 5 more jobs and all. We've got 10 haulers now today, 1,000,000,000,000 builders knocking about, and not enough planks. That's going to have to be the first thing we do on this Industree. Get some planks on the crack. Am I about to spend 1.9k on a branch bridge? Let's find out. Maybe not. Looks like it needs to be 8 long, so I can spend 750 science points on a 4 long number there, and then connect it up on the other side, and it really should be at the exact same. Yes, I can count to 8. Get in there. Right, I really want to start with the windmill section, so how do I bloody get this on here? Oh, what is this? Oh, I need a centre bit! MiGly, man. You haven't put any ladders in, which does mean I'm going to have to select a side to not have bloody doorways on. Alright, this side, need doorways, access to the riverbed. Nout like that. Right, so now, I should be able to just plonk it on. Why aye? Get it plonked. Well worth the 200 science points, that like. Aye. Love that. And it's at the right level. I'm pretty sure it's at the right level anyway. Let's get this 4 long bridge on the crack. That is the right level. Now my only hope is that beavers can build this bridge, and then from the end of that bridge, build this bridge. Otherwise I'm going to have to come up with a different way for them to get out and start building all of this. So we've got power. We've got our first level of access. I was about to say let's get some lumber mills on the crack. However, the lumber press creates planks. So why didn't we split off... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So why didn't we split off a couple of lumber presses there? They're all nicely connected to power. We're already over capacity for the 1 windmill. Alright, let's see how well this works. I hope this works, like. This is going to be mint if it does. I've built out this level, and what I want to plop on next is a big old gear workshop on the back. Wow, look at that pad, lad. Oh, my beavers and then he got the big branch bridge in. We'll be able to find out if they can build this one very shortly. Oh, this is coming along, like. It's certainly coming along. Oh, I've just had myself a bit of an idea here, like. Let us real casually whip it out and see what you think. Alright, now what do you think? And me big, massive tree that has all of the wind power. It even means we can do a bit of a shorter bridge. Definitely intentional design, don't worry about it. And you know what? This tree, it's now that I've done this, it has to be bigger, doesn't it? Oh, and if we're doing a big Industree, we don't want to restrict the beavers going out. We're going to have to redesign all this. I'm going to square this up and then try and round it out. Even though for a lot of this, we've only got 2 paths on the end, not 3. We haven't even started constructing the industry, and the scope of it has already expanded massively. I think before I do another off-camera upgrade to it, let's go ahead and get the beavers actually over here to build it. Now, thankfully, I did give myself a little bit of side access on this tree. So let's plonk some ladders down here for the beavers. Get them down to the level they need to be at. And we didn't want them getting swept away in the currents, so we're going to pop on big builders rails. And since I need to expand out to get another tree on the crack here, why don't we try loosening terrain again? Beavers, chuck a shovel in there and I'll do a safety save. Oh, we've got a drought approaching. We only got 3 days. The lake is bloody not happy. But I just spied loads of beavers going to work. They're very happy. Look at them all. They're the leafy coats. Oh, yeah. The irrigation hasn't even came back to the bloody grapevines. How are we doing resources like? Oh, we need more water. We just got a fresh bit of storage in, that's why. Slurpers, get a slurping. I didn't want to build a water tree today. That's all about the industry. But if I need to, we'll whip with a water tree. Oh, peeps. The greenness is coming back. Well, while we're waiting for the ladders to get built and the game to maybe or maybe not crash when they say, whoa, hang about. Beavers have already done this. Oh, from the bloody bridge, of course. Beavers are just a bunch of leggings. It's as simple as that. Demolish. Oh, hang about. Maybe we're doing a real casual safety save. And then ask the beavers to demolish it from the top of the tree. Oh, can I get on here and watch it happen? That would be canny like. Beaver, are you gonna... Oh, I didn't want to get jump scared by the beaver like. Will it stop us from falling off? Nope. Alright, beaver. Come on and loosen this door for us. Well, there's been no beaver come to the bridge and demolish this bit of loosened door. I have a feeling to actually loosen it, they need to be using these bad lads here. Oh, speedboard! These beavers are too speedy for me. Ah, look at him gone. He's gonna bloody demolish it. Ooh, what we got here? A loud pile of rubble. 6 stored. Not bad. And now I can pop another little windmill in there. And also, beavers, get a bit of a refund on that bad lad. Alright, peeps. Behold the big Industree. It's gotta be something else. And you may have noticed, we've got a bit of bloody dirt in the way of this final industry. We're going to have to start demolishing, destroying dirt. I'm only going to do one at a time. But this was, not the tool factory MiGly, loosened terrain. This was one of the ones that maybe crashed the game last time. So we'll have to keep our peepers peeped on it. But for now, I should be able to go ahead, spend more science points on bridges so we can connect the big hoosing tree over here to the industry. I'm just testing to see if I can pop a gear workshop off the edge of some branches, and it does near look like it. It actually needs somewhere to sit. I'm debating whether to do a layer of trees like we have here, like an access layer, or just use this layer that we've already got. Just start slapping some paths on, you know? Now let's just start plopping some lumber presses and whatnots down, and we'll see how we can with it, eh? Immediately, I like the idea of this being a separate tree, so it needs to have the trunk on. Answered with questions, like I say, nigh on immediately. Plonk you on there. I know. I prefer that. Very muchly. Oh, we got some terrain to get demolished. Get it demolished. Maximum priority, speed 3. I'm YOLOing it. Big, massive YOLO with the beaver. Oh, wait. Oh, I know it's alright. Now it's a matter. And make sure you maximum priority that dirt that we got no storage for. What are you pondering, pal? Whether we should do layers on top of the warehouses, or do like a couple of layers of warehouses and then more layers of access. I'm pondering the same thing myself. I hope you can get an answer about to the end of the episode, and then we can implement it in the next episode. But as I was saying earlier, this episode is all about the industry. Ah, peeps. You catch me over here contemplating the imminent drought. You see that beautiful waterfall over there? It's soon gonna stop falling. For 11 days! Right, we might need to pause. One of them still automated. Nice one. Alright, we might need to pause some of these. Let's leave 4 on the crack, and we'll see how we're going with the water level. 1.4k. Hopefully we don't dip too low. But I want to try and keep the water in the reservoir here, so we can do a little bit of irrigation, you know? Feed with beavers as well as water them. And you know what? I'm going to commit to this first tree. Beginning like that. With a lumber press on this side making bloody logs, and a lumber press on this side making bloody planks. They're going to be maximum priority workplaces, like. They're going to feed everything. Oh, hang about, can I? Oh, go on, see I. See I. I! Get it on there! Oh, right, I think that might have to happen. You get one space where you see the sky, and then it's boom! The industry encroaches upon thee. Oh, these bloody windmills. Oh, look at the height it's at. I cannot wait to see this thing built. And I'll let you in on a little behind the scenes. This episode was initially supposed to be completing this entire industry. However, scope creep has occurred. So please forgive me if we do not get this done this episode. Woo! Curved levee. Oh, I was just looking for one of these basically. So to catch us up, because I want to do something a little bit special with this bit of the industry, because, you know, it's directly into the path here. I'm trying to just build onto it while still incorporating, getting all of the power out of it from these power dams in here. I know it's dead easy to see what I'm doing here, but if we just slowly zoom in, there it is! Power dam. So basically, I need to get down to this little bit of level here. So beavers, shovel that dirt away, please. And then we'll shovel the one beneath it, and we'll be giraffing. Now, if there's a curved levee, is there like a regular old, you know, levee that looks like the tree? Because that's just a levee. Not from what I can see, but this dirt excavator looks like something else, like. We'll have to incorporate that somehow into this bloody mess. I do love how it just sort of hangs off the edge of the tree, though. Oh, we're starting to build the Industree. It's taking shape! It's taking shape! Oh, I'm far too excited for this, like, but because I switched over to Linux, rip Windows 10, it's been like 2 weeks since I've played Wee Trees, and I've been thinking about this for a fortnight! Oh, look what we got here! We got pine resin, tapper. Oh, pine resin's there, that means, on pause of you can produce some bloody planks, because that's what we're running low on. Although Dina, read actually up to 50 now. Last time I checked out, we had 1. And how's the district centre tree coming along? This is actually better than I could have. The bust! Alright, look, this is what I was trying to say in the last episode. Because of the placement of the contemplation spot in the bust, it looks like the beaver bust is contemplating. Look at him contemplate there. Pov, you're the contemplation spot in Wee Trees. And beavers keep coming up and contemplating at you, sniffing your flowers and that. Now we'll let the beaver contemplate in peace. Because we've got an industry to see get blopped in. Oh, what's our list? Eh? Oh! Does the power go through this? Because, yeah, I believe above that is where the windmill is. Or is that just part of the model and we're going to have some things sticking out the side of the trees? Oh, we'll find out. We'll bloody find out. Any reason this isn't in yet? Beavers? We've got 10 unemployed beavers. How we? You just need to sort this out, like. Maximum priority, some more haulers for shids and gigs. And we've got so many builders. What are you doing, good sir? This should not be... Oh, I haven't updated it since it's bloody chopped them all down. None of this is marked for cotton. Didn't chop it down. And ye are not needed over here anymore. So now that you've been paused, will you immediately cease chopping? Thank you, you dirty little plant murderer. Can be useful and sit in a bloody rooftop terrace. Oh, we don't even have any rooftop terraces for them to sit on. That is a shame, isn't it? Almost as much of a shame as finding yourself atop the grinder. Thankfully it's not grinding though, so we're nice and safe. Look at the beavers swimming through the bloody Industree, getting it all banged in. This is going to be something else, like. And I mean something else. All the contemplation spots. Oh, I'm loving Wee Trees, like, it's properly coming together. And I'm not entirely sure what coming together means in this case, because basically none of this was planned. The only thing I had planned for Wee Trees was putting some Wee Trees on these 3 islands, and like maybe a 4th, because I noticed that there was a nice little area for Industree. We're already well beyond that. Beavers, bruh, what's the crack here? You've got 48 shovels. Why is this not in? Well, while we're waiting for that to get plopped in, let's do me little clever plan here, which involves a levee there, some bonus corner tree pots there, and then we spend some science points on a curved levee, get that bad lad on there, replace this bad lad, with another curved levee. And I think I can leave the ladder there because water will just flow straight through it. As for these two, they need to be replaced with their relative levee counterparts. Oh, it bloody checks it. You could do an S levee. Oh no, I wish I didn't see that. We're going to just stick with this for now. See you later, tree trunk side block. Say hello, power dam. We are going to make so much power from this one little water spring here. We're going to be spinning wheels coming out. We're going to be spinning wheels ganning out. We're going to be spinning wheels as we flood back, ganning back through to irrigate. That's 3 wheels for one little schlippity boop. Ian and nearly forgot. Now that there's district trees in, the leaf coat is fully entombed behind this bit ladder here. Can I have a peek? Go on, game, let us glitch in and have a little bit of a peek at me little entombed beaver. Maybe from the back. Maybe I can get in the corner. Sneaky little corner job. Nah, all I can see is bark. But just this once, let's unveil the entombed leaf coat. Look at him there smiling. He's never been so happy and peaceful in his whole life. Ooh, is this the last piece of the puzzle? Get that in, beaver. 6 more logs. And then you can start getting that whole windmill in. And then once you got the whole windmill in, you can start putting all of the rest of the industry in. Oh, this bad lad's finally in. It must have been because there was a tree there. Well, let's see if we can get a beaver here before clock off a clock. Come on, get a beaver run hammering it in. And here he is. Look, he's hammering it in. It's kind of wee. 6 more dirt for me. Right, this might have took us a little bit longer than I'm happy to admit. But I reckon I've got it sorted. And I've just realised I don't. Ah, let's go, MiGly. Let's do it again. You know what? It gives us a chance to, like, show you it. So underneath this levee, we simply have a ladder to allow water to go do its thing. What I didn't do earlier was get this terrain out the way and then replace this tree corner block here with a powered levee. And then, of course, I'm going to have to do the same here. Get the powered levee. Now, we've got this power dam connected to the rest of the industry. And then when I demolish these 2 bits of dirt, I'm going to replace it with power dams, which will connect this power dam to this power dam, and then once again to the rest of the industry. And I popped a little corner tree piece on there to cover up all of the nonsense. It'll look cool. And what better place to pop a scarecrow than right on the bloody edge there? Look at him. He's hanging out on the corner of the tree. True legend. He's keeping my bloody willows and that safe. Damn eucalyptus. I'll get it right one of these days. Oh, we've got a little pod of bloody beavers. We're not today anymore. Oh, they made short work all these deed trees, like. Well, yours can be somewhat useful. Maybe. Hey, one of yours was useful. Different worry because we're getting the windmill up and running very shortly. And then there'll be even more workplaces for you 3 beavers to get in amongst. Oh, Divin, tell us I need to remove this tree because the beaver can't get round the corner of the tree for some reason. Now, and I'm going to test this theory because they've been there a couple of days and they haven't been touched. So, beavers, do you mind banging that tree away and then hang a boot? Hang a boot. Why did all of that happen at once? Beaver, do you mind not demolishing that tree? Aye, cheers. And then... What? He stopped. But then he come back! I didn't understand these beavers, like... Demolish this one first? Yeah. You know what? Bloody YOLO. Get it all in. Or get it all out, to be more accurate. Alright, here we go. Is the game gonna crash? Not for that one, and not for that one. Happy bloody days. And the beavers, I just remembered, there's actually one more little bit of terrain you need to be loosening. This one doing here. And do you mind just like D'ing it this time, no messing about? Oh, it's happening! It's happening! That's it, you just need to be patient with the beavers. And by patient, of course, mean go to speed 4. And you still have to be patient with the beavers. And as I said that, beaver came and bloody finished it off. So you need to be patient, but also start complaining about them. And then they'll actually get amongst getting your bloody stuff done. Right, now, we might be able to finish this bit of the industry. Connect a power levee on there, a power levee on there, and now I think we can get about finishing this off. Replace the levee up here, final power levee in here, and then we have a tree. As simple as that now. Just yet another perfectly ordinary Industree. I know I do like that. Oh, it's spinning! It's spinning! This is our first official beginnings of Industree. We got the wheels spinning and we got the bloody planking. That is the planker in it. Why, aye, it is. I remember who's planking and who's logging. I'm doing something a bit odd here, But I'm sort of reversing the flow. I'm getting this tree to flow straight into it. Oh, it looks dodgy. It looks dodgy. No. How many doesn't look dodgy when it's the right way around? I didn't want that. I could do a cheeky branch, like, you know, cheeky branch off the side. Now, I'm going to count branches because then that leaves the airflow open for this little bit of windmill action. And on the note of leaving the airflow open, we'll get a bit of a platform on with some ladders. Definitely not blocking the airflow. Ooh, could we entomb another leaf coat in the Industree? I believe we can. Maximum priority that when you get round to it, Beavers. And I've been paused in Speed 1 for far too long. With Speed 3 in it for quite some time. Oh, look at the Beavers building under yarn Speed 3. They're absolutely whooshing along. They didn't get trapped. Because I know what yous are like. Yous love getting trapped. You know, if you're building all of that, I'd rather you go ahead and build all this nonsense here because, well, it generates a little bit of power, you know. Not at the moment, but in 2.6 days when the drought's over, it will. Ooh, speaking of 2.6 days, our food's doing fine. Or what has chock-a-block? We've got irrigation. Oh, this is mint. Very happy with how this has gone. And like, right, back to Speed 3. I need to design more of the tippity top here. See what we can work with. Oh, Beavers! You're bloody smashing this in. And I mean, smashing it in. Look at them gone. I mean, my log supply is probably saying it's going to run out in about 3 seconds, yeah. About 3 seconds we'll have no logs left. Oh, but the corner levy, though. The corner levy. Now, actually, I changed my mind. I really do want to have that little entombed leaf code as a proper special little one-off number. Let's entomb what I was planning on entombing a lot of the time. Big lanky shrub. It's a shame I can't put the shrubs like in the branches or whatever. Would be cool. Oh, and I think I may have found the thing to sort the corners out. Well worth 800 skides points. Can I flip it? F to flip. Oh, look at this F to flipping. And I've just realised that's blocking the bloody ladder up. We need to reconfigure this a wee bit. Wood workshop on here. Oh, I didn't realise it was so tall. It's knocked off all this. Ooh, I might have to get proper fancy with this, like. Ooh, it's kind of start interfering on this edge, though, isn't it? Let's test it over here, but I haven't built anything yet. Wood workshop of the R to rotate variety. Aye. Now, that does have us contemplating raising the little lumber presses up one, like. Because I reckon they might be able to plop on top. Let's test it, though. Lumber press. Will you get on top? Why, aye, it will. It looks like this little bit's going to go out the top. But these just spin around, and there's a gap in between there, so they can spin around as much as they want. Right, well that's that then, that's getting raised up one. So Beavers, collect your resources from there. Actually, you know what, I don't think there's any metal block storage. I turned that back to logs, that's planks. We're adjacent to the Industree, but this is important work. Alright, so now I can plonk that large pile on, get some metal storage on the crack, and pick up the metal that's lying on the ground there. Because when I delete these, there's going to be even more of the metal lying on the ground. Oh, we're running out of bloody branches. Who does the branches? It was the willow. I was advised I need infinite willow, like. But I think for now, I might be able to get away with just having more than one branch collector. Because, you know, there's heaps of bloody branches knocking about. Alright, 2 more pruning flags on there. Get amongst it, Beavers. Need priorities. Just prune whatever you fancy pruning. Oh, and you can see the irrigation's gone from doing here. But it's alright. We're out of that drought. We're in cycle 10. We've got 6.6 days for a bit of water to come out of here. And, oh, I saw it. But, and, down here. Don't worry, we're not going to be gone in there. Not this episode, at least. There's already been enough underwater effects this episode. What I was oohing at is if we got into first person mode, we can see there's scarecrows in. Hello, buddy. Oh, it's the maddest little scarecrow. What's going on, buddy? Can I stand on your head? I can. Beware, leaf coat. Divney chop down the trees. You will be deemed plant murderer. Now, but actually, I am curious. Do we have water coming out of here yet? Do we, shite? 0 horsepower. We got water in here. It's definitely going somewhere. Oh, did I not waterproof the floor? I don't think I waterproofed the floor, you know. Let's have ourselves a little gandoon here. What's happening? Oh, it's just gone and doing a note. Why did I think? Hang about. MiGly, what are you even doing here, pal? I put the levy above it, but no levy beneath it. Oh, no, this is terrible, this. I'm going to have to delete this whole effing tree. I'm doing it, though. I'm doing this Industree proper. And we've got a drought approaching after 3 days. I think the beavers will be alright though. I mean, not thanks to my efforts, but the beavers are fairly resilient, you know. Alright, that's that rebuilt. Hopefully, correctly this time. So we'll actually get some water gunning through all of this and powering the rest of this bloody industry. And the best part, we didn't even have to sacrifice Auld Leafcoat Scarecrow here. He's still there scaring the boards. 18-day drought. Not ideal. Less than ideal. But I reckon our beavers have got it. Although we do need to be doing something about this lack of wood, like. We've got beavers doing their thing, chopping down all of this dead wood over here. But it's all the way up here. They can't keep up with it, you know. And there's no more scrap to be scavenged from down here either. That's us done. You know what? While he's got no power, I'm gonna delete yous. That'll free up some wood for some building, or rebuilding to be more precise. Right, so let's get the last 2 of these wood workshops on the ground with a little bit of F to flip. Now I can actually start properly building me little extra layer on here. Now I reckon for these gaps here, I'm going to want to cover them a little something like this. Have them looking nice and tidy like. I'm also going to experiment with flipping these around. You see these little side trunks here? Because that's the outside trunk, but now we want a little bit of an inside trunk, you know, for the interior aesthetics. Alright, so how does this end up looking once we get the lumber presses on the crack? 1 lumber press, 2 lumber press, 3 lumber press. You know what, actually, this lumber press doesn't need to be this high pie in the sky. Get plopped down a level there. Now, of course, the beavers need to get up to these levels. And I'm thinking the easiest way to do that is just get a ladder on straight away. We either do it straight away or slightly after. Oh, you know what we could do? Continue the ladder from the bottom. That's how we're getting up. Except for accessing this one workplace. You can go straight on there, pal. I'll even signify it with a bit of railings for you. And we'll seal that up with a cheeky little platform. And I do believe we're pretty much back in action up in here. Well, once the beavers rebuild it all, of course. And since we've got 333 planks and no logs, let's switch old mate to doing logs. Oh, peeps. Look at that. I maximum prioritised the large pile, but nothing beneath it. What a guy, eh? What a bloody guy. Yeah, and actually, since I've got 17 beaver workplaces needing to be filled, let's pause this bloody planker. Oh, and the beavers have ripped up the grapes here. That means we can get a little hedge path. Not hedge with path, up from the corner, and then the beavers can now start picking up these blueberries at the ground and helping we get all the way up here. So what I think this little industry is starting to come together. We seem to be getting a little central square situation happening. Now let's see, what else do we need to get in here? We've got gear workshops, we've got lumber presses, we didn't need a lumber mill, we definitely didn't need a tapper's shack up here. This is a bit too much of a tree for one shack at the top. I mean, I think 4 wood workshops might be enough. What grinder? Well, yeah, man, we need to get the grinder on the crack. Or the grinder could go off the edge there, like. Oh, it's a proper off the edge jobby. What happens if I go like this instead? 1, 2. Oh, I like that right there. I was thinking I could even pop another grinder on there by having it 1 higher than these 2. Oh, might be how we... Yes, right, that is how we're doing that. And I'll show you why. Like I was saying, pop a wee grinder on there like that. And then underneath said grinder, get yourself a big old branch bridge equipped with contemplation spot. Hang on, can I pop them off this? Contemplation bridge? Oh, contemplation branch off the back of the Industree is how it's done, like. But we'll leave that bit for now, because I don't know quite how long I want that branch bridge to be. Hello, Beaver. Are you contemplating on the corner of the branch? I didn't blame you. You'd be like, look at that Industree getting bloody developed there. It's going to be up in knee time at all. Alright, now it's all well and good bloody spinning the wheels and generating the power. But as we saw earlier, the second the wheels stop spinning, we've got no power knocking about to actually be producing anything in Industree. So we're going to have to delve into some batteries like. And I'm thinking here, I might be able to be cheeky and get away with a single little corner piece. Oh, can't the wrong direction. If it was there, it would be alright. But that's not the way the corner of the tree is. Alright, double out. That's... Will that work? Let's have a bloody deek. So I'm just going to have a see. That maybe works. Maybe. Nah, that definitely doesn't work. Alright then. Looks like I'm just gonna have to mess with the corners of the trees here. Oh, F to flip, MiGly! F2 flip! Imagine forgetting about F to flip, man. And just being like, oh, I guess I'll just have some backward trees. Ah, now the too long one can definitely go out here. Maybe with a little bit of F to flip action. Oh, maybe with a little bit of autosave. Now, we're in. Oh, this is it. It's actually coming together now. And yeah, this is getting too hectic for speed 3. That 1 FPS needs to come up a little bit. Why are we lagging so much? What's happening? I think I might know what's happening. Some cupcake has built the Industree. Ian peeps, I'm just here popping all of these contemplation spots in. For example, we're going to have one here on the side slash backing up with that bad lad. But I noticed I can't be popping one here. It's already on the ground. So we're going to have to get an old-fashioned contemplation spot out. I didn't even know if it has flowers. Oh, it does. Look, it's got flowers. Ooh, maybe different flowers, though. We'll have to check that out once it's built. And hang on. I swear there was a door there. Yeah, there's a door there. Well, I guess Beavers are just going to have to phase through the wall there to get into this contemplation spot when the tide's low. And for absolutely no reason whatsoever, we're going to be spending some more science points. And for even less reason whatsoever, we're going to be spending even more science points. Tell you what, like, the Beavers better enjoy these contemplation spots when they're available, aka the tide's doing enough. Oh, damn! Our bloody leaf coats are making short work of this Industree, eh? Because, I mean, just bloody look at it! Down there, you could get caught up and fall down there forever if you're into careful cupcake. Sorry, a not careful enough cupcake. But we've got our lumber presses grafting away here, doing what they do best, staring each other out, saying, I'm planking logs, and he's like, I'm lunking plags. And I just say, keep cracking on with it, Beavers. How we're getting along with our batteries, that's the real question. Oh, not too shabby. We've got the supports up, we just need to get the actual rocks in a box. And then soon, we can demolish that plague of Industree on the land. You shouldn't have Industree on the land, you should have it in the lock. Isn't that right, Mr. Leafcoat? He's like, why are you here, man? Get the bloody lock polluted, will you? I didn't realise the Beavers would absolutely use this staircase down the bottom here. But they love it. It's a very interconnected industry, this. Like, proper ladders and connections everywhere, apart from this side, because that's where the ladders stack up. Yeah, now I'm actually kinda happy with the bloody progress the Beavers have popped in here. It's a fair dinkum way of becoming an actual viable industry. And considering our batteries need gears, it might be a handy dandy idea to unpause the gear workshop and ease accompanying treadmillers. Now, how did we have a million billion jobs at the beginning of this episode? Now we have 27 vacancies. How? And how did I read that as 27? It's clearly 22. You know what, actually? Since we've got our 3 of these up, why didn't we delete this, laddie? Be gone. And that's 3 beaver workplaces all freed up. And some bonus wood on the ground. And I've been thinking for these corners here, instead of just having a branch, I mean, ideally something that needs power, but what about doing something like a big old bush? A little chunky bush on the side there? How does that look? Looks alright. It sort of lines up with the edge. It's not blocking any airflow, or at least enough for me to care about. I love that bloody wood workshop. It's like a sideways house. I can't wait for the Industree to be in, like, I mean properly in. Now, there's now powered. I'm going to settle for 2 stubby shrubs on the side. Because, of course, we've got lanky shrub in the middle there. All the shrubs are here. Oh, and let's have a look at this. I'm curious if it actually matters. What we making here? 244? 244? 244s all round. I wasn't sure if it would actually block the wind flow or not, but it does near look like it. Well, we haven't built this last one in yet, but I'm sure that would be slightly lower than, say, one of these outside ones, or where it's catching at first. If having these surrounded by trees made any sort of difference. Oh, hello there. What are you? I say, we're going on a wee adventure. Oh, not underwater though. Just hanging about in what's likely an exit. Oh, we are gone underwater. What's going on down here? Is this a little exit out? I mean, it shouldn't be, otherwise it wouldn't be flooded, would it? And maybe it guns up and then it exits out. Not yet, though. It just guns out. Oh, is this irrigation? This might just be irrigation. Never noticed this before, like if it is. Aye, dead ends after dead ends. I guess I've just stumbled across the reason all of this is green over here. Let's bring the world down and have a deeks. Aye, there it is. All the way down. So we do just have this one exit for lake water to get out of here. The reason I bring that up is I'm a tad concerned about the water level. This hasn't been a very long drought, at least in the grand scheme of things. It can get twice as long as this. And we definitely have that much water left in here. And our water number is going down there. So we need to slurp up more out of here to keep all the beavers happy and healthy. Oh, I love this so much. Look at it gun, man. Just absolutely spinning away there with all the beavers rocking about underneath. Because whenever a bad tide or drought hits, the top of this little overhang here is where the top of our level is. So we automatically drop a level. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I feel like I want to just very simply chuck a floodgate on there and set it at something like 0.95. I'm going to pop ladders all the way to the top there. That's in the hopes that when I bring this level down, I see that there's at least one place that I could pop, say, a sluice. Sluice? Oh, no, that's not quite right. Flat top floodgate, though. Flat top floodgate? Well, yeah, flat top floodgate. That'll do the job. So, we need to loosen the terrain above there and then, you know, pop the terrain back when we get there. But for now, that single eye floodgate's going to be the thing that gets us sorted. Actually, no! Do the job properly and do it once, MiGly. Why build the thing twice? Alright, now we've got our side quest connected. I like the fact that I've just laddered straight over the actual hole. Just boom, that'll block it. But I do believe we need to get this birch down and then loosen a couple of blocks of terrain. And then we'll be able to pop a flat top floodgate in there. You know, a real casual 9.5 or something like that. And with our builder beavers swimming under there, getting that ladder up and running, and the rest of our builder beavers absolutely banging away on the Industree here, I reckon it's about time to say, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of episode on Wee Trees. And until, and no, I definitely didn't fall into the water. We're down here to enjoy the differences between the side of the tree and the levee side of the tree. But if I did or didn't fall over, I hope you enjoyed this bit episode. And I hope you look forward to the next episode where we're going to do even more Industree work. But also maybe fix a couple other things that we got going on. Like this broken grinder. Oh, what a sight. It's only going to get more and more mental. Anyway, peeps. See you next week. Toodaloo.